In 1945, as World War II reached its climax, Vietnam was not only standing at the edge of independence, but also facing one of the darkest tragedies in its history. It is remembered simply as the Great Famine. The cause was not just a single disaster. It was the result of politics, war, greed, and nature itself. During the war, Japan occupied Vietnam. They forced farmers to grow industrial crops like jute and cotton instead of rice. At the same time, they seized huge amounts of rice to feed their soldiers. Meanwhile, the French colonial administration still demanded taxes and requisitions from the peasants to powers, both squeezing the life out of the same land. And then, nature struck. Floods, typhoons, and crop failures in 1944 destroyed what little food was left. The warehouses of the Japanese were full of grain. But outside, people collapsed on the streets, starving. From late 1944 to mid-1945, famine spread across northern Vietnam like a shadow. Villages emptied, fields lay abandoned. Parents sold everything they owned, clothes, tools, even their homes for just a handful of rice. When there was no rice, people ate anything they could find. Wild grass, tree bark, even soil mixed with water. Eyewitnesses recalled the same haunting image. Roads lined with bodies. In some towns, carts came every morning to collect the dead. And while millions starved, Japan still exported rice to serve their war effort. By the spring of 1945, the famine reached its peak. It is estimated that between 1 to 2 million Vietnamese people, out of a population of only 20 million, died. That means 1 in 10 people vanished. But out of this unimaginable suffering came a fire of resistance. The famine exposed the brutality of foreign rule, and the desperation of the people gave rise to movements for survival. The Viet Minh, led by H. Chi Minh, organized raids on warehouses to distribute rice to the starving population. These acts of defiance, though small compared to the scale of suffering, became symbols of hope. The memory of the famine fueled anger and unity. It convinced many that independence was not just a dream, but a matter of survival. By August 1945, Japan surrendered. Shortly after, Vietnam declared its independence. But for millions of families, the scars of the famine remained. Entire villages had disappeared. Generations were lost. The Great Famine of 1945 is one of the least remembered tragedies of World War II. It did not happen in Europe, or in the headlines of the West. It happened quietly, in the rice fields of Vietnam, yet it shaped a course of history. The hunger, the death, the desperation, these were among the forces that pushed the Vietnamese people to rise, to fight, and to reclaim their nation. The world remembers great battles and famous leaders, but perhaps it should also remember the silent millions who died not by the sword, but by hunger.